I've been on my way down. If you're looking for me, hit me on my PayPal. Same kid, same shit from the same town. Cock back, pull the trigger, click, bang, bow. Lately I just feel like I'm the greatest. Feel like I just won 100 grand out in Vegas. Made a big name, now the big name's nameless. I carried all the weight to see how far that I could take it. Anxious, I can feel it in my blood. All them late nights with that liquor in my cup. You're welcome.
Yeah. Okay guys, hope everyone's having an A1 day. I know I am. This is Cowie Chris here, and we're here with a new video. I get pulled over by 2 state troopers. It was 2:33 in the morning, right after I got out of work, and I ran a red light. So real quick before I start this footage, I would like to know how you guys like that new intro portion of the video. If you did or didn't like it, I'm gonna put a poll up in the top right corner, and if you don't know how to use the poll, you could just comment whether or not you liked it or not. We're gonna start watching the footage together now, and I'm going to just explain everything that's going on due to the fact that there's no audio in this video at all because my mic was still messed up. And the worst part was, as soon as I came home from this ordeal, I found a package laying on my porch, and it was my new mic. So we could have had audio for this if I wasn't working, but then again, we wouldn't have been in this situation. So without further ado, let's start this footage. So right here, I started the footage just now, and I'm showing him my agent's family badge that my stepfather gave me for the fact that he's a U.S. Air Marshal, and I was just showing the officer my license and registration. I had just started the camera too, because I was just leaving work, so I wasn't running the camera. I wasn't expecting anything too weird to go on. So the lights are already on. They already pulled me over. It seems like the officer on the left might be a trainee, because most state troopers ride alone in their vehicles, especially this time of night. He might not be a trainee. I don't know what's going on, but they asked where I was coming from, and I told them I was getting out of work, and they were so confused by the officer's badge that they ended up letting me go. But he wanted to argue with me over the red light running situation, and that's right where we're at now. He like freaked out on me saying, "Oh, I know the law," and blah blah blah. And well, the thing is, the new red light law is very vague in Pennsylvania. So right now they're leaving, so I'm gonna pause this and just explain something. So this red light law, so it was in effect mainly for motorcycles. So late night, 2, 3 in the morning, you're at a red light, it doesn't change because it doesn't sense the motorcycle's weight or magnetic ability, things like that. So you'd be sitting at the light for hours without it changing. Law was put in effect so that we don't have to wait there any longer than like 1 to 2 cycles. Now, a couple nights previous to this stop, I was on the bike for the first time at work, and I wanted to see what would happen. So it was like 3:30 in the morning that time, and I was sitting at the light for about 10 to 15 minutes before it changed because of another car showed up. The officer did explain, "Oh, that's a quick change light." Well, it is a quick change light, but only when there's a car. So like a car or an SUV or truck, when they pull up, yeah, it changes within like 30 seconds. But on my bike, it wasn't changing for me, especially at that time of night. I sat there, I don't know, maybe like 30 seconds, 45 seconds, knew it wasn't going to change, and being that it was almost 3 in the morning and there was no traffic at all, I decided to turn left through the red light. Unfortunately, these state troopers rounded the corner by that sheet, but they rounded the corner as I was going through the red light, and they could tell that it was red for me because it was green for them a quarter mile away anyways. So whether or not they actually knew I was waiting for the light is debatable. So that's when they decided to run up on me as quick as they could, and I did drive up the road pretty fast. I never broke, I think, like 70 or 80 just because it was freezing cold and I just wanted to get home. So I noticed when I got to a car in front of me that stopped me because they were only doing speed limit, I noticed headlights directly behind me to the point where the front of their bumper probably could have touched my rear tire if they got any closer. I knew it was going to be police, and I went to go into the left lane to pass the car that was in front of me, and as soon as I did, that's when their lights flew on. And then I pulled over. They waved off the other car that was in front of me because they pulled over as well, and that's when I took the time to try and turn on my camera. So that's where you end up seeing the footage start. So they did pull me over for that reason, and then I explained to them, and because of the badge, they just let me go. Yeah, I just thought it was a funny situation and wanted to show you guys. This is coming out today, May 1st. Next video will be released on my birthday, May 4th. It's a Thursday. I will be going out and getting absolutely trashed that night. I'll be 22 now. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys, and keep it A1, bro-tatoes.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust.